ही काळी आई धनधान्य देई, ही काळी आई धनधान्य देई.
जोडते मनाची नाती आमची माती,
आमची माणसं,
आमची माती, आमची माणसं, आमची माती, आमची माणसं, आमची माती, आमची माणसं, आमची माती, आमची माणसं.
आंबा फळावर होणाऱ्या फळमाशीचा प्रादुर्भाव रोखण्यासाठी तसेच त्यावर संशोधन करण्यात यावे या हेतूने आशिया आणि पॅसिफिक पीक संरक्षण आयोगाच्या वतीने नवी मुंबईमधील वाशी येथे 5 दिवसीय आंतरराष्ट्रीय परिषदेचे आयोजन करण्यात आले होते. या परिषदेचे उद्घाटन केंद्रीय कृषी आणि शेतकरी कल्याण राज्यमंत्री शोभा करंदलाजे यांच्या हस्ते दीप प्रज्वलित करून झाले. या उद्घाटन सोहळ्याला शेतकरी कल्याण मंत्रालयाचे संयुक्त सचिव आशिष कुमार श्रीवास्तव, आशिया पॅसिफिक पीक संरक्षण आयोगाचे कार्यकारी सचिव डॉक्टर युबक धोज, भारतीय कृषी संशोधन परिषदेचे संचालक डॉक्टर एस.एन. सुशील, वनस्पती संरक्षण सल्लागार डॉक्टर जे.पी. सिंग हे देखील उपस्थित होते. दीप प्रज्वलनानंतर पुष्पगुच्छ देऊन मान्यवरांचे स्वागत करण्यात आले. यानंतर वनस्पती संरक्षण सल्लागार डॉक्टर जे.पी. सिंग यांनी मंचावर उपस्थित मान्यवरांचा सर्वांना परिचय करून दिला. तसेच विविध देशातून आलेल्या प्रतिनिधींचे स्वागत केले. डॉक्टर सिंग यांनी उपस्थितांना या कार्यशाळेत होणाऱ्या विविध चर्चासत्रांबाबत माहिती दिली.
I extend my warm welcome to our chief guests, our Honorable Minister of State for Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Sushri Shobha Madam. She is always inspiration and motivational force for all of us, those who are working in Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Her energy always influences us, encourage us to deliver the best for the farmers. Madam, we are really delighted with your presence, and I'm sure your presence will guide us and motivate us to give the best during these 5 days. Shri Ashish Kumar Srivastav, our Honorable Joint Secretary, Department of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, I'm really grateful to him for encouraging to organize this international workshop, the regional workshop of Asia Pacific Plant Protection Commission, jointly with Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. And he has been the instrumental to have all these facilities timely sanctioned and all these preparations in place. I'm really grateful to him, and I welcome sir for your presence, and thank you so much for being part of this August gathering. Dr. Yubak, you know everyone. Dr. Yubak is always the very striving force, motivational to organize the regional programs, and he is coordinating the last few months with me and my entire team to make this 5 days program successful. I welcome him and his team of APGP Secretariat. Dr. Sushil, Director, National Bureau of Agriculture Important Resources from ICR, Indian Council of Agriculture Research. He is a former plant production advisor also, and he understands all the technicality of phytosanitary issues in global trade. And presently, whatever beneficial and harmful insect and related issues is being dealt with at the research institute, which is very contributory in handling the issues of plant health. His presence is of immense importance, and I welcome him, sir, and I'm really grateful that you came all the way from Bangalore. The dignitaries from various national plant protection organizations, especially Bangladesh, Indonesia, Laos, People's Democratic Republic, Malaysia, Nepal, Philippines, Samoa, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Vietnam, and I think we are still to receive Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste, Bhutan, our APIDA, very important stakeholders, MSAMB, state government participant from various mango growing states, and my own officers from NPPO. They came from all the parts of the country. I heartily welcome to all of you, and this today's workshop start for 5 days, where we as a NPPO India will going to demonstrate all the theoretical and practical aspects of system approach, from where we started our journey in early 2000 and where we have reached. And we would like to share your experiences also. Most of the countries actually working towards this endeavor, and our joint efforts are there for the farmers. Therefore, the safe global trade, as you know that under FAO, International Plant Production Convention, which all of us, most of us are signatory to the IPPC, and the regional office of Asia Pacific Plant Protection Commission, Bangkok, where during last 30-second session, it was decided to have this workshop, and where India was elected as a chairman of Standing Committee on IPM, and we jointly decided to have 2 workshops on IPM. So one is related to systems approach on mangoes, fruit fly management, and another is we are going to have in Philippines. So that will be scheduled sometime later in this year. So this workshop, the main idea is to the sharing of all the developments, what we have earned until recently as a nation, as a NPPO, and what other friend all of you have earned on the phytosanitary as a phytosanitary measures for safe global trade, so that farmers can have very good produce for their export and ultimately take benefit out of it. And I hope this workshop will successfully guide us, and the takeaway should be for the best interests of the farmers, so that we can, in purview of international obligations and standards, what's being practiced and what required to be done as a effective phytosanitary measures, our takeaway should be that in line with the resolving the country's issue and the farmers' issue. Thank you so much.
यानंतर आशिया पॅसिफिक पीक संरक्षण आयोगाचे कार्यकारी सचिव डॉक्टर युबक घोष यांनी आपले मनोगत व्यक्त केले.
As Dr. Singh already highlighted, the focus of this workshop is to discuss about the mango, one of the important fruit commodities in the region. And India is number one in many commodities and many matters. And also with regard to mango production in the region, I think in the world is number one country. And the focus of this workshop was to discuss at the 32nd session held in Bangkok in November, and we emphasized this program to be held in India within this year. So today we are here based on that decision. Then the emphasis was placed on the system approach for the management of the fruit flies and mango. Needless to say, here mango is an important agricultural product, and fruit fly is one of the important nutrient pests in this important commodity. Not only in our region, also it is also a pest in many countries in the world. And this has been creating a problem, not only domestic consumption, but also as a primary or potential export commodity affecting in many ways. During our presentation, colleagues will present and the expert colleagues will also bring this information into notice that even though India is the largest mango producers in the world, actually if we look the export, total volume of export, there are still some other countries like Thailand. Maybe there might be different regions because India is a vast country with a huge population. The internal consumption is very high here. That is also one of the reasons, domestic consumption. And if we have also to check the quantity or volume of export. Of course, India is nonetheless, exporting this important commodity. Since mango is one of the most preferred hosts for significant pest insect, also to fruit flies, appropriate management of this serious pest is crucial to protect its domestic production as well as to explore the international market, which could contribute to economic growth. That's why this workshop has been going on here very timely. This workshop will cover various topics for managing fruit flies in mango production. This includes, among others, pre-harvest, integrated pest management, good agricultural practice, and post-harvest treatments. As the outcome of the workshop, I hope that participants will strengthen their technical knowledge of the system approach concepts and relevant international standards for phytosanitary measures for the pre-harvest management and post-harvest treatment, and enhance their capacity to appropriately implement risk management options to control fruit flies and mango in their respective countries.
Amchi Mati, Amchi Manse.
भारतीय कृषी संशोधन परिषदेचे संचालक डॉक्टर एन सुशील यांनी आपल्या मनोगतात आंबा पिकावरील फळमाशी नियंत्रणाची गरज स्पष्ट केली.
I must congratulate the AFFPC and also the NPPO India for organizing such an important topic of workshop. And then entire AFFPC, the concern is because we are more of importing countries, especially Asia when I talk, then the concern is, the major concern is the transboundary pest and the invasive pest. As per estimate, if you see that's $100 billion every year is lost because of the transboundary pest in Asian countries, and AFFPC I'm talking about, since the workshop is for the countries of AFFPC. So definitely it is a matter of concern. We as an Indian, we had experience during 2013-14, if I recall, that time I was plant protection advisor over here, and that time joint secretary was Mr. UK Singh. He is now the Secretary General of Lok Sabha presently. So that time the European Union banned our mangoes and also for more commodities including taro and aubergine and trichosanthes, that is snake guard, and also bitter guard. So that time day and night we were actually working, and then we ensured that within a very short period of time, maybe roughly Dr. Tarun Bajaj may recall, after hardly 4 to 5 months, we brought complete system approach in place, wherein the non-compliances which were reported earlier, it was roughly 300, 207 during that period, and that gone down to more than 90%, means non-compliance completely almost gone. So that was the approach we brought in that time, and then pack house concept was brought in, and the pack house unidirectional flow, and there are the various bodies involved, whether it is a farmer, when we talk of the system approach, farmer, then the pack houses, then the treatment provider, then transporters, and also the NPPO definitely overall, and then the ICR body, the SAUs, and the state government today, they are also participating. They are also in the entire circle. So the entire the stakeholders are need to be brought on a single platform, and therefore we can ensure a proper imports and also export both.
So that way we can get a proper market access once you have a proper system approach in place. That is very, very important. For that, we have number of ISPMs as ISPM 14 that speaks about the system approach, and very specific to the mangoes and fruit fly we have ISPM 35. So we will be definitely discussing on all these issues in coming few days.
शेतकरी कल्याण मंत्रालयाचे संयुक्त सचिव आशिष कुमार श्रीवास्तव यांनीही आपले मनोगत व्यक्त केले.
Our ministry pays a lot of attention and a lot of emphasis is given nowadays to ensure that the international phytosanitary requirements are met. Each and every mango goes through that protocol before it is being exported, and it is all different from various countries. USA has certain requirements. European Union has a certain requirement which is little different from that. Australia has different, New Zealand has different, and all this is being met by each and every mango which is being transported to this thing. And for that, for me, it was an experience and an eye-opener. At the same time, for me, it was also a thought process which generated that this is only the protocol, what I am seeing, is for the export of the mango to different countries. What happens in the growing period? When these orchards, what kind of inputs that goes there, and what kind of management which will be required to reach to this level, so that all these treatments are further done and then the things are exported. So that was a big experience for me, and I could see in the program. It is for all of you also that you will be visiting those facilities, and you will personally be seeing that how much effort is going, how much of technology input is being engaged, and what kind of importance is given by the India to ensure that the phytosanitary requirement, especially when we are talking about only one thing, that is this fruit fly on mango, about which this international workshop is organized. Imagine that how many different quantities and different commodities that we are exporting to different countries, and the phytosanitary requirement of that thing. So that is huge. And it makes a lot of sense that we address these things and we discuss among the South Asian countries which are the part of this thing, and also learn from each other's experience and go for a systems approach where so much of post-treatment may not be needed at all. If we are able to generate and develop some systems which takes care right from the beginning, which almost 80 to 90% we are doing, and when the orchards, each and every orchard is registered, and that is being monitored by various agencies, that how the protection mechanism is being adopted there, what kind of IPM facilities are going there, and what kind of inputs is going there. So that is something that you all need to see and discuss, and I know that you people are from the phytosanitary thing, so you will be knowing it much better than me. But as a, say, newcomer to this thing, it was an experience for me that we need to do a lot more things so that this much of post-treatment requirement is not there. And that is where this kind of input and this kind of management can be done by some large orchards, maybe with a bigger area and more facilities available to them. But in the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, it is the farmers' welfare which takes the precedence on any other thing. And I was thinking there will be millions of those farmers and the orchards which are small in size, which may not have all these wherewithal with them, who can do all these kind of things so that it can come and becomes eligible for the export. Because if that happens, then only we are really able to address, as Dr. Sushil or someone was telling, that there's a very small proportion of that. Maximum is being utilized in India itself, but they have got the potential that with a little input, and more scientific management, those smaller orchards, those small farmers can also become eligible, so that they are also becoming the part of the network, so that they can also bring their produce for the export and enhance their income. Thank you.
कार्यक्रमात शेवटी केंद्रीय कृषी आणि शेतकरी कल्याण राज्यमंत्री शोभा करंदलाजे यांनी आपले विचार मांडले.
Our Prime Minister always says his vision is double the farmer income. When double the farmer income will happen, when it will happen? It will happen only when farmer can able to send his production to the market. That may be the internal market, domestic market, or the international market. India always says Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam means it's not for only for our country, it's for the world. Whatever we thought good, that we are taking for the world. I think in this workshop we have to think on this line, how we can double our farmers' income and how we can save our farmers by flies, or to make them to go till market, till international market, domestic market also, and also international market. India is a big country, that's why we got domestic market in a large, and our farmers, at least they can sell in bigger metropolitan cities. But what about the small countries? What about Bhutan, or what about the smaller and smaller countries like Philippines? They have to depend on the international market also for their food production, or import or export, both, in both ways. This workshop will help us to discuss about all these things, not only flies, for about the our market system also, how we can create infrastructure, how we can create the export oriented programs, and how we can treat the pest management is not only a pest control, it is about the pesticide residue also. If we use less pesticide, then we can export our things, then we can get good market. That's why we have to manage all these things. I think this workshop will discuss all these things, and I think the theme of the workshop is timely and appropriate in quest of enhanced agriculture export growth. I am sure all the issues and concerns of systems approach will discussed in detail in this workshop. Countries and your experiences also shared, and systems will be improvised and harmonized for implementation of in the APPC countries and the rest of the world. I wish APPC to be lead regional plant production organization in IPPC also. I wish you all the best, and let us work together, all the 25 countries of APPC, let us work together and work together for our farmers' welfare. In this discussion, another 5 days, we will discuss all about agriculture and protect our farmers. Thank you so much, and all the best, and all the best for 5 days.
उद्घाटन सोहळ्याच्या सत्राच्या शेवटी वनस्पती संरक्षण, विलगीकरण आणि संचयन संचालनालयाचे संयुक्त संचालक डॉक्टर ज्ञानसंबंधन यांनी उपस्थित मान्यवरांचे आणि प्रतिनिधींचे आभार मानले. उद्घाटन सोहळ्यानंतर मान्यवरांनी या कार्यशाळेबद्दल प्रसार माध्यमांना प्रतिक्रिया दिल्या.
ये वर्कशॉप केवल भारत का नहीं है, इसी में 25 देश पैसिफिक कंट्रीज में APPC में कौन कौन है, ये सब भाग लेने वाले हैं. कई लोग इधर आए हैं, कई लोग ऑनलाइन में जुड़े हैं. हम कैसे हमारा किसानों को बचाएंगे? फ्रूट फ्लाइज के कारण बहुत हमारी फ्रूट्स फल अभी तो नुकसान हो रहा है, इसी से कैसे बचाया है, इसे हमारा साइंटिस्ट सब इसी में बात करने वाले हैं। एंड आने वाले 5 दिन में इसका बारे में वो डिस्कस करेंगे। हमारा प्रधानमंत्री जी का इच्छा है किसान का आय को दुगुन करे। दुगुन कैसे करे, ये तो केवल मार्केट से हम कर सकते हैं। हमारा किसान क्या उगाते हैं उसको हम मार्केट तक भेजना, इसी से हम दुगुना कर सकते हैं। ये सबको अप्लाई होती है, सब 25 कंट्रीज़ को अप्लाई होती है। हमारा प्रधानमंत्री जी का विजन सबके लिए है, केवल भारत के लिए नहीं है। इसीलिए ये वर्कशॉप में हमारे साइंटिस्ट, हमारे ऑफिशियल्स सब मिलके इसके बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे।
फ्रूट फ्लाई से होने वाले नुकसान के बारे में बहुत सारी डेवलपमेंट किया गया है। हमारा जो डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ प्लांट प्रोटेक्शन, क्वारंटाइन एंड स्टोरेज है, उसने स्टैंडर्ड प्रैक्टिसेस डेवलप की हैं। उसने पोस्ट प्रोडक्शन ट्रीटमेंट फैसिलिटीज़ को SOPs बनाया है, जिसका डिफरेंट पैक हाउसेस में उस तरह के ट्रीटमेंट दिए जाते हैं जो कि डिफरेंट कंट्रीज़ की रिक्वायरमेंट होती है। उस हिसाब से 2014 से लेकर के 2022-23 तक बहुत सारे काम किए गए हैं अपिडा और स्टेट गवर्नमेंट के सहयोग के साथ में। उसी दिशा में ये आगे एक डिस्कशन है जहाँ पे साउथ एशिया के जो अलग अलग देश हैं वहाँ पे किस तरह की प्रैक्टिसेस और किस तरह के चैलेंजेस आते हैं, उनको ध्यान में रखते हुए यहाँ पे इस IPM प्रैक्टिसेस को कैसे और डेवलप किया जाए उसके बारे में चर्चा होगी। और इस वर्कशॉप के अंत में वहाँ से निकलने वाले रिकमेंडेशंस को सरकार अपने लेवल पे कंसिडर करते हुए फिर फर्दर जो इम्प्रूवमेंट करने की आवश्यकता होगी।
ये जो वर्कशॉप हो रही है फ्रूट फ्लाई के ऊपर, ये बहुत ही इम्पॉर्टेंट है, क्योंकि फ्रूट फ्लाई माना जाता है कि एक ऐसा पेस्ट जिससे कि फल को नुकसान होता है और फल की वेस्टेज होती है। उस वेस्टेज को रोकने के लिए फ्रूट फ्लाई को जो है वो कंट्रोल करना बहुत ज़रूरी है। हम जब निर्यात करते हैं तो कई तरह की ट्रीटमेंट देते हैं, तभी उसका निर्यात हो पाता है। और हमें उम्मीद है कि आज की इस वर्कशॉप से एक दूसरे से, जो दुनिया के कोने कोने से वैज्ञानिक आए हुए हैं हमारे यहाँ पर और हमारे अपने वैज्ञानिक भी हैं, एक दूसरे की जानकारी हासिल करेंगे। और हमें पूरी आशा है कि आने वाले समय में हम लोग और अधिक निर्यात कर सकेंगे, ताकि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा हम अपने किसानों की इनकम को बढ़ा सकें, क्योंकि निर्यात बढ़ेगा तो किसानों की आय बढ़ेगी।
194 देश हैं जो इंटरनेशनल प्लांट प्रोडक्शन कन्वेंशन जो FAO का है, जो WTO SPS मेजर्स हैं, उनको इम्प्लीमेंट करता है। उसका मतलब ये होता है कि जो इंटरनेशनल एग्रीकल्चर ट्रेड है, हॉर्टिकल्चर ट्रेड है, उसमें पेस्ट फ्री यानी कीड़ा बीमारी मुक्त निर्यात, और हमारे देश में जो हम आयात करते हैं उसमें कोई भी हमारी फसल के लिए नुकसान ना आ जाए। उसके तहत क्या हुआ, धीरे धीरे हमारे वैज्ञानिकों ने, हमारे अधिकारियों ने, मंत्रालय ने, हमारे जितने भी स्टेक होल्डर्स हैं, इसने बहुत मेहनत की है। फल मक्खी एक मुख्य कीट है, उसके लिए सिस्टम अप्रोच का मतलब होता है फसल, जो फल को तोड़ने से पहले जितनी शस्त्र क्रियाएँ हैं, खेत में किसानों के साथ जो इफ़ेक्टिव पेस्ट मैनेजमेंट प्रैक्टिसेस हैं, जिसमें रेजिड्यू का कोई स्थान नहीं है, सारे जितने हमारे साधन हैं उनका सीमित और उपयुक्त इस्तेमाल हो। जैसा हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी का सपना है वसुधैव कुटुंबकम में, द नॉलेज शेयरिंग इज़ गेनिंग, तो उसमें क्या होता है, शेयरिंग इज़ केयरिंग। तो उससे उस बात को परिचालित करते हुए हमारे एक्सपोर्टर, हमारे किसान अल्टीमेटली इससे फ़ायदा होगा। और नॉट ओनली हमारा जो देश है, हमारे किसान हैं, दूसरे जो हमारे मित्र देश इसमें पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं, उनको भी इससे लाभ होगा।